What's up, guys? It's your boy Ahab, seafarer, attorney at law, I guess, right up there with Brian Longcar or whatever. Anyway, I'm riding solo today, and, well, unless you count my boy Egghead back here, in which case, don't mess with us, because, you throw some eggs at you, I guess? He's not the greatest partner in the world, but he'll do. He'll do, pig. I'd been cleaning Goontick's room, and the dude just flat out gave up on the idea of cleanliness. So, I said, well, I'll just tidy up my place. And once I was done, I was like, oh, you know what? Over the years, people have asked about the collection. A little collection tour or whatever. And I've always put it to the side. So I guess years later, the time has arrived, guy. Oh, I do have to say this. This is basically like version 2.0 of the collection. The original collection, which I started like in the mid-90s, was a lot more horror heavy, a lot more movie centric. But that ended up largely going the way of the dodo, be it, because of circumstances of life, or I had to sell some of it off. And I will say that this new collection has a lot more comic book stuff in it than ever before, which is ironic because I was more into comics back in the 90s than I am now. But, there's a lot more comic stuff now. My horror collection has dwindled to some basics, basically. I do miss a lot of that old stuff. And some of it, is gone not through my fault. So, what am I going to do? But I'm very grateful, I want to say off the top, very grateful to my brother, the Goontick, who basically has even allowed me to have a new version of my collection, A lot of this stuff he's been very gracious with and given me and allowed me to have outside of the boundaries of normal gift giving, So, I wouldn't have the bulk of this stuff without him. And as a collector himself, I don't know if he was just like, this is important to him, or, it was just out of plain old kindness. I don't know what it was, but I'm very grateful for that. Yeah, so this is not reflective of my original collection, but it is the collection I have now, and I love it for different reasons than I did that original. Anyway, now let's get into it. This, for those of you that don't know, that's Cantinflas. You'll see a lot of Mexicans in the Southwest have this. He's just a cool guy. He's like basically Mexico's equivalent to Charlie Chaplin, basically. That level of comedian. I love him. I finally got one, courtesy of my mom for a birthday. Pretty cool. Got a Goontick's mask back there. There's a statue that I want to repaint that I found at a Goodwill. Land of the Dead poster behind that. And almost tripped. We got some Misfit stuff right here. Mostly. There's other stuff too. Some zombie figures. Pretty cool. This lanyard was for a Shakira show that we went 2 nights in a row to. That was pretty cool. Oh boy, what's his name? Screamface. I was going to say Ghostface. A bullshit ass Toxie. But we got it because, they rarely make this type of stuff. This was a gift from a friend. This old boy, Herbert West. Pretty cool. Boom. You know who that is. We got a Gemma from Sons of Anarchy. Only one I got to get. She was probably my favorite character. Pretty cool. Yeah, you know what's up with that? Next to that, we got a signed Phantasm comic. Signed by Don Coscarelli and Reggie Bannister. My tall man figure from Phantasm. Boom. Phantasm. Down here, some people have asked, what's this? It's a Club Dread poster. This is my favorite Broken Lizard movie. I think it's great. And, oh man, the star of the show, Egghead. Let's go over here to the other side. Alright, behind me, we got these Danger Girl figures. But the rest of it is stuff that's been on the set for a while now. Just mainly stuff that pertains to my Harley collection. Although there are some other characters in there. Then we have these retro Ghostbusters. I'm so glad they released these, just a throwback, kickback to my childhood. I know Al hates the hell out of them, so that's pretty cool. We got Margot Robbie down here, Give Me a Kiss. And these retro Marvel figures, I wish I would have collected more of them. think the series is done with. But I was just glad to get these Daredevil ones, because Frank Miller's run on Daredevil is probably my favorite Marvel thing. So yeah, that's pretty rad, man. We got a Misfits poster over here. Pretty cool. Here's 4 carded figures. I already have these figures on their own outside of the card, but I don't know, I'm that guy, I guess. Here's some of my favorite female wrestlers. Over here, the corner, kind of in the shadow, are AEW wrestlers, mostly Latino wrestlers, to celebrate, you know, the roots. But a lot of my favorites, you know, Thunder Rosa. Here we go with Penta and Ray Phoenix, Ty Conti, etc. You know. And right here, let me go here like this. Boom, boom. That's about all I can show you of that. Solandi Visser from the Antwoord, and it's a not safe for work poster. So let's go down here. Start down here on the shelf that's next to that. We got some CDs and some Betty Boop Pops. Back there is some books. That's a fucking history book, okay? Before anybody says anything. And so is the Himmler one. God damn it, doesn't look right, but you know what I mean.
Yes, mein Führer, mein Mayor.
Boom. We got some Conan figures. These were made by McFarlane, and they're awesome. They're based on the stories and a few books. Not any specific art, not any movie or anything like that. I was just like, wow, I'm very happy that I still have these, that I even got to get them at all. I have some more up here. Let me show you. Boom. Fantastic. Look at that. Toph Amon. Little chimp boy right there. We got Conan up there. Conan. Isn't that cool, man? And back there we got some more books. A lot of Chuck Palahniuk, as you can see. Excuse me. Pierce Straub. Del Toro. Below that we have my little Alexa Bliss collection. Love her. She's cool. Becky Lynch collection. Pretty cool. Vanguard 1 in the mix. Why is he there? I don't know. And then below that we have basically this humongous female wrestler collection. Lots of great wrestling personalities in the mix there. And they're kind of, you know, got their own little sections and stuff. Can't see the ones back there, but they're there. We got these pops up here. I know people in the collecting field are kind of like, pops suck. I don't find anything wrong with these, man. Basically it boils down to, if I like the property and the pop looks good, I'll get it. So these are my favorites. We got the 4 girls from the craft. We got the Archie band, the gang, I should say. Not band. Well, I guess they were in a band. And then we got the main 4 characters from Scrubs. Got some more down here with Vira, Alien, some Conjuring Universe stuff. My boy Kenny Powers. Tyler Durden. Ironic that you should own anything Fight Club related. Conan. I sought this boy until I found that boy. And man, am I glad I have him. Boom, Xena, David S. Pumpkins. Some more down here with Maximus and Lemmy. We got that Lemmy figure that Goontick got me for a birthday. And down there, some more pops. And next to that are these boxed Billie Eilish figures and dolls. And honestly, I don't know where to put, because they take up a lot of real estate. So I got to figure out how to do that. But let's go here. We got some movies back and front. This is basically where I put all my movies that are not horror related. There's some back there too. You know, I'll put them in here. I've got that line down there, and there's one behind those pops. Same down there. We got this here painting from El Paso artist named Jesse Gandaria that does really cool stuff. Wish he would have had more Harley stuff, but this is the one he had, and I snatched that boy up again. Then we got the recent Harley #1. Pretty cool. Bago Skeletons. Seems naturally in place there. Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz series. I used to have this whole series, but this is all that remains, basically. So that sucks, but... oh, this doesn't suck. Rasputin, man. I've been wanting this fucking figure forever. And Gunta got it for me. Now it's there. One of the pride points of my collection. Love it. We got a little Harles down there. Up here we got some Alias stuff. This Alias bust was busted by fucking cops who have zero respect for property. But I mean, you can see the break on her scarf there. There's a couple other breaks, like her gun is broken. But you know, I mean, I guess it's kind of still there, so whatever. We got a Beastman from Masters of the Universe. So that brings us down to these little cheapo Masters figs. And then these Masterverse figs. I know a lot of people hated this iteration, the Revelation, but it was great, guy. Let's stop pretending that the original cartoon was cool. And let's appreciate that we got this thing right here, guy. Just saying. I don't give a shit if Kevin Smith lied. Was it good? Yeah. I don't know about the series that followed it, but that was. Down here we got a little showcase of statues. Let's start over here with this Joelle Jones Wonder Woman. Awesome statue. Love it. Behind there is a reprint of Harley Quinn's first appearance in comics. We got this Batwoman that's a literal Batwoman, retro style. Another retro style here with called bombshells, these statues, but anyway. With Zatanna as an actual magician. Cool. Here we got this kind of like samurai meets kabuki meets a geisha. Is it geisha or geisha? Whatever. Katana. Pretty rad. That's probably my favorite right there in this entire row. Boom, we got a little Harley. Boom, we got a little Hot Toys Harley. She's great. Love her. Some Harley Black Label back there. And then we got this great. This one I got at Doc's. This great Harley here. Boom. Another Harley. Boom. He had another Harley. This was not a statue, but it's a figure. Pretty rad. Boom. And then this statue is a mad knockoff, boy. Look at them crooked ass feet. But it's alright. You know, it looks way better than it should. And we got a massive big fig back there, oh Harley, and that zombies cover of her. Boom. Down there we got a poster of Black Widow. And let's see what we got down here. Well, we got some She-Hulks, show and comic. We got Magic, a figure that I was really looking for years and finally found. Elektra. Wish I had Daredevil, damn it. Black Widow. Well, actually, that's Yelena. Black Widow. Jubilee. Doc Doom. Hell, some Captain Marvels. Somebody had to buy them, right? Then down here we got the big deluxe Masterverse. Some of them. And yeah, I like Frozen, so sue me. I used to have a lot of these Lord of the Rings figures, man. Like really cool ones, too. But I ended up selling the collection out of need. But I retained my Arwyns and my Galadriels. You know, just kind of as a reminder. But I really miss all those great monsters and all that stuff. Big box sets. Man, that was a cool collection. And I had the big 20-inch figs too. I ended up selling those. Hate myself for that, but sometimes you need to, you know. Got a little cackle right there. So right here at the top of my Harley dedicated shelf is Poison Ivy and Harley. You know why Poison Ivy's there if you're a Harley fan. Boom, some pops. I gotta say that in terms of pops with Harley, I'm willing to make an exception. Like I'll pretty much pick up any pop if it comes across the way, unless it really looks ugly. So I guess that's an exception to my pop rule. This is a little, what's it called, paperweight that I bought, and I guess that kind of started my Harley collection. I had been wanting to collect Harley forever, and I bought that one for mad cheap, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to collect Harley, man. So I got this big ass glow in the dark Harley head. That's pretty cool. Down here we got some more pops back there, and then we got all these in the front. Different faces. Oh, Harles. This is my absolute favorite in this row, probably even the shelf. This I think it's a Nesco made this. Pretty rad. This is just like a little bobblehead, but I like it a lot. Again, the connection to Batman the Animated Series there. This Harley face, yo. Her skin is so pale that it looks horrendous. Like it's not a knockoff. It's an actual. It's like it's really well built and all that. But god damn. Thoughts on this one? Pretty cool. Back there we got that knit Harley, B-Taz Harley. Hidden back there is one from Guntik's collection he gave me. We got this deceased Harley. I think they just made that up. I think that design's from nowhere, but it's pretty cool. There's I think a game Harley. Some Metal Knights style. These are the black and white Harley statues. I really like these, but man, they're expensive for such small statues. They cost a fuck ton. Back there we got the SH figure arts from the movies. Pretty cool. Love those. Kinda want to take them out, but at the same time I don't. Got McFarlane Harleys back there and there. Some cutesy Harleys up there. And we got this Rebirth Harley and a classic B-Taz. I think this was the second one in my Harley collection that I bought. So here we mostly have action figures. Lots of McFarlane, some DC Multiverse, no, not Multiverse, forgot what line released these. There's Amazing Yamaguchi, which is insanely expensive, yet totally small. This is a knockoff SH Figure Arts Suicide Squad Harley that I had to get because the original's mad expensive. Yeah, there you go, some more. And then down here, you got this big head. Funko made these, I forgot what they're called. There's one from the games. This right there came in that package back there. Mad expensive. Broke the arm straight out of the package. Hated myself after that. This was a gift from Guntik. Pretty cool. Little kind of stylized, cartoony skeleton Harley. But I think this was the third thing I got in my Harley collection. I may be wrong though. And then we got this pretty scene-specific animated Harley. Right next to my Harley shelf. This other shelf where at the bottom I have these video discs of Apocalypse Now and Mary Poppins. Yep, that's a double feature A. Above that we got the Kaiju and Cthulhu shelf, I guess. A little dusty there. What is that guy? Anyway, got a King Kong over here, more traditional. That of course used to be Guntik's, but he was like, nah homie. Little Cthulhu idol there. It's a bank, really. Guntik did a repaint of it. Looks way cooler now. Godzilla 2000, I think. Right? Sure. Octopus God, as it was called on AliExpress. Cheap, but pretty cool. Then we got a Mezco King Kong, which is pretty rad. And a little tiki, what is it? I don't know what the fuck it is, guy. A little tiki mug, I guess. And then back there we got a bunch of books. Everything from some music books back over there on the end. Some Robert E. Howard stuff, Conan, Bran McMorn, Solomon Kane, etc. And then all this right here is all Lovecraft related stuff. Here we got my John Carpenter shelf, I guess. You know, we got old Snake Plissken. We got some things. Pretty rad, man. These movie maniacs. Just really glad that I still have them. They're really super cool. We got They Live Alien right there in Toonie Terror. Another Toonie Terror of Captain Blake from The Fog. And there's a They Live Pop. And that box there is MacReady from The Thing. Behind them, some music books. And the EC Archives collections that are being released. Pretty rad. And some movie books. Up here we have this Kotobukiya Tiffany from Bride of Chucky. They did others but they were just like horror dudes turned into chicks. So I thought that was hella weird. But this one fits and it's pretty cool. Love it. Love it so much I haven't taken that out of the box. Anyway, here we have some movie maniacs. The Djinn, Brundlefly, Pumpkinhead with a steelbook behind him. We got old Norman Bates there. And Ash from Army of Darkness. Pretty rad. Evil Dead steelbook behind him. Behind all that is mostly my DC stuff. And some Conan books there. And some Marvel hardcovers. Speaking of Marvel, up here we have, I guess, really all my loose Marvel stuff, pretty much. And as you can see, it's very Rogue, Daredevil, and kind of Black Widow centric. There are a few others in there, but you know, they're mostly those characters. Big fan of those particular characters. So there's that. We got these pops. Boom. And snowsuit Black Widow. Boom. And then swing around here, dividing the room where we shoot, and everything that I just showed you is this massive Fight Club theatrical banner that I kind of had to finagle off the hands of a theater worker that snuck it out. They're supposed to throw these things away, but I made sure that didn't happen. So up here we have these 3 custom-made luchador masks. Of course, if you know Mexican lucha, you know that's El Santo. We got Mil Máscaras in the middle over a skull, and we got Blue Demon. The trinity, if you will, of Mexican lucha. These were custom made by a guy that actually makes masks for CMLL and AAA wrestling, so that's pretty rad. We got a mixture of like mostly 90s stuff, related stuff, maybe some early 2000s, and then well, we got Maleficent back there. But yeah, you know, a little Xena, some Felicity Shagwell. Well, we got Jean-Luc, of course, some X-Files, Elizabeth Swann, Ed Harris back there being angry as fuck.
What is that? You know? What is that? What is it? What is it?
A McNugginosaurus, Scooby, and some David Blaine Spade cards. We got Trinity there. And we push through over here. We got a loose Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz line, Lady Death, Dawn, this Little Red Riding Hood thing, I guess. Below that we have these Motus. I gotta say, I wouldn't have any of these Motus at all were it not for Guntik. And I think he was like so enamored with this line that he's like, I'm gonna give my homie some fucking shit from his childhood. We made this together, this custom one right here. It's just kind of like a Skeletrooper, I guess, of our own devising. And then he made this custom Skeletor here, pretty rad. And then to the side there we have kind of my little mini G.I. Joe. I just need a Snake Eyes to have my like kind of favorite characters there. And we got a statue of Baroness back there, but yeah, you know, I'm not huge on G.I. Joe, but I do like these figs quite a bit. Below that we have this little Annabelle there. Guntik had this Batman that he didn't want in his possession anymore. Ditto with that and that, so I just put him here. But these are basically the bulk of my steelbooks. I don't really like steelbooks too much. They're nice, but I don't know, they're really delicate. You can't slide them into a shelf because they'll scratch up. But some of them I get because they're the right price, or it's a movie that I really love, like The Witch here. One of my favorite movies of all time. And of course, that's the only steelbook I've dented. Fucking hate that happened. Behind that we got TV shows back there. And then we got down here some Phantasm stuff. Little cigarette box. This Reggie Bannister old CD from his band that's signed and numbered. And then this novelization of Phantasm's original script that was written by Kate Coscarelli, Don Coscarelli's mom. I believe it's signed, yeah. Signed and numbered there by Don. Pretty cool. And we got a big ass Audrey Hepburn thing down there. I'm a Hepite. Boom! We got a big ass Once Upon a Time in Mexico banner on the other side of the Fight Club banner. Of course, Robert Rodriguez was super important to me as a film fan, as a young Mexican kid. This guy was like a big hero to me. And the Mariachi trilogy was a big deal to me, man. So that's why I got that there. But also I got Desperado and El Mariachi banners there. Fucking rad. In fact, this whole wall is just kind of like Tarantino and Rodriguez related. We got Reservoir Dogs under there. We got some Grindhouse figs. Above that, we got Natural Born Killers, which of course the original screenplay was from Tarantino. We got Sin City. Boom. Another Sin City there. Here next to where the G.I. Joes are, we have kind of like my little Catwoman collection. We got a comic Catwoman there. You know, some old cats. We got some VHS covers there, and these are a couple of paintings that Guntig made. Pretty rad. And I guess The Rock is up there. We got some Death Note stuff back there and there. A little Misfits ashtray. And mandatory Big Gulp Cup. Old boy from Temple of Doom all around that needs to get some figures, but they're not going to do it apparently. Down here we have Shaggy and Violent J from IZP. Some Ice Cube. And a bunch of these cool little Lord of the Rings miniature figures that I really love. Wish I had more of them. Look at that boy. And the Zombie Clot. Thoughts on him? Over here we have my freaking dog, Summer. Her mane is all choppy because she tried to eat tar. And I had to cut her little hair on her mane, man. Summer. Hey, Summer. What's up, man? We have the Dude up there. I love these figures, man. I was so lucky to get these. The Dude and Walter from The Big Lebowski. Stylized. Pretty rad. My Big Lebowski Steelbook. Again, it was just the one I found. So I got it. Some Bat figures up there and Hit Girl. Some more Pops. Mandy. And then here we got Chris Washington from Get Out. My boy Jordan Peele. My other boy Guillermo del Toro. And the Dude. Another one of those cool little, this is King Theoden. Little Lord of the Rings miniatures. Hi Zombie. We got some Lord of the Rings chess pieces. Behind that though, we got Lord of the Rings. We got all these box sets. Fly, Friday the 13th, this Phantasm set. Kind of like box sets, mostly horror. And then here we got this Amon Amarth banner that I got signed by the whole band. But beyond that is my horror collection. All the way down there. And behind these Pops down here, which are Ghost in the Shell and Preacher. What's up, Sammy? Sammy? Why are you sighing? Why is that tail moving? Sammy! Weakest wag ever. Anyway, we've got some Batman there, and there you go, some DC Big Figs. But behind all that is sci-fi movies. Like Constantine 112, which I haven't unboxed because I'm afraid of breaking it, like the Harley. There's a Gillian Anderson signed photograph that I got when I was a wee lad that was a big fan of the X-Files. Above that, we got just some DVDs and then blues that I haven't sorted out yet. But above that, we got this Swamp Thing that I painted. Looks pretty rad, I think. My boy Constantine. Little scarecrow. Constantine Pop in the back. Some Wonder Woman. Preacher, Jesse Custer, awesome. A little katana there. We got these Migos on the wall there. And then boom. A whole ass wall of DC stuff. So let me show you that. Boom. It's just DC figs. Mostly multiverse. You know. Cool. And then on this shelf we have my Dark Knight figs that I unboxed because I wanted to display them. A little B-Taz Batmobile. And then some more unboxed figs, but behind that is just comic book movies. Ditto down here, a bunch of Wonder Women. That sound, by the way, is Summy here. Wonder Woman and more comic book movies. More comic book movies down there. And some Batman pops. My Lord of the Rings hardcover there. And then we got some figs that I haven't put up yet on the wall. Oh, and of Sam, of course, looking sad as fuck. And now we're back to Summy with a choppy mane. Over here by the door we have kind of my Stephen King collection. Just some stuff posted up on the wall there. Creeper, or the Creep I should say. Some Pennywise figs. Put that there. Some pops. Bunch of soft covers there. And below that we have just some books that, you know, I couldn't find a place for. So there they are. But next to that is this. There's some Stephen King related pops up here. And then we got Stephen King movies and some paraphernalia. And then Stephen King Richard Bachman collections right here. Jack there. He's been, you saw him recently in a video or two. Some more hardcovers. Some more paraphernalia. Ditto down there. All the way down there where it's barely visible. Barely visible because we have this in front of it. Another one of those Harley vinyl heads. This one doesn't glow in the dark. That's a Suicide Squad Harley. This was a gift. Pretty rad. Old Xbox there. DJ. I kept Goontick's Man Thing box because the art alone is pretty badass. Buffalo. I have a thing for buffaloes. So there's one. And then there's that big ass skull, boy. What is that? Above the skull, we have some shoes and pants. That is Hilary Duff's shoes and pants that I won in an auction. And I intended to go to this auction to win. I got cut off there, but anyway, I intended to go to this auction to win Gwen Stefani's concert worn, like lace up. What are they called? What are those fucking shoes called, man? I forgot what they're called. But anyway, I intended to win Gwen Stefani shoes, but they went way over what I had. And like a loser, I was like, I gotta win something, guy. So I got those. Thoughts. Anyway, this is on my windows blocking out the sun, because what kind of heathen has sun coming in where they watch their stinky movies? So yeah, man, put that. And the old Abby there from NCIS on the other side. We go down here. What is this green thing? Well, let me remove it. It is my beautiful Harley bust. Well, literally in this case. Love this thing. I have it covered because, you know, it tends to get too dusty sometimes. So cover it up sometimes. Here we got another Harley. And then we got Conan, the stinking barbarian there. Down here, we have some Doom figs, Elvira. Back there, behind those, we have some more movies. And then in here, we have some more movies. And then over here under the TV, we have Buffy the Vampire Slayer series. A little, some little pops. These are really Goontick's extra pops, or pops he ended up cutting out of his collection. So I had to give them over. Some more Toonie Terrors, Sam and Tiffany from Bride of Chucky. On the other side, we have Angel, Firefly, and Xena. There's movies behind that, by the way. And then there's just some random knickknacks, paddywhacks, and dog bones. Up here we have Toonie Terrors, American Werewolf in London. Thoughts? Thoughts on my face right there? What's up, guys? We got my super rad Hell on Wheels Harley. Man, she's cool. Super rad. I still haven't unboxed my other Harley statue. I may put that in at the end of the video. Or how about I do it right now? Finally put her up. She looks fantastic. Super rad, man. Love her. She's super cool. She's with her partner there. Thoughts? Hey, look, it's Audrey Hepburn again. Spidey. Oh, by the way, here we just got more movies in there, guys. Movies galore. And then we're gonna go over here. This is a big version of that Dorothy figure with his sadistic midgets. I feel safe to call these guys midgets. And Toto down there. Now we're back across the way from my TV. Behind me, where I sit to watch shit, is just kind of a lot of stuff. You know, Scooby, that cute ass bear there, tiny Scooby, Wednesday, Coleco Elf, more Scooby, Betty Boop isn't stuff, but there she is. These are Scooby skins, basically. Friendly ass ghost, you know who that is, guy. Boom, some Harley. This Batman right here, you might be thinking, why do you have that in your collection, guy? And that Batman is more special to me than you know. Now, the story could have been embellished, but it's in my head canon now. One day I got home from work, and my grandmother was like, here, this is from your brother, Boontick. And she's like, you know, I gave him money, and he didn't want to buy anything for himself. He bought this for you. And I was like, man, you know, breaks your little heart. So I've had that ever since, and finally put it up on display there. Then we got this old boy here, Misfits bucket, and then a weird alien skull back there. Is that Audrey Hepburn back there, guy? I think it is. Now over here, this couch is awful. It's like a Frankenstein couch. Look at that shit. What is that? But it's basically where my dog lives. She likes to sleep on this here Raggedy Ann and Andy. Behind them, though, we got the Gill Man. This is Goontick's, but he had zero space for it, so I'm keeping it here. Then we got a bunch of weird books on the paranormal back there. And this polar bear, Coca-Cola polar bear. And that's just a weird figure that I bought one day, and had it ever since. Don't really know why I bought it, but there it is. This really I should have shown with the rest of the Tarantino stuff, but there it is, a big ass Kill Bill poster. Next to that in this corner, Tyler Durden. And then Audrey Hepburn. Makes sense? Nope. Below that, I have to kind of move this. We got some Buffy figures. That's pretty cool when he falls. What is that guy? Put him up later. Love Buffy, even after the controversy of Joss Whedon. But there they are. And below that, we got some Buffy pops. Behind that, we got a lot of Buffy novelizations and comics and stuff. And then down there, just a bunch of paperback books from various authors. Lots of Dean Ray in there. In fact, let me see. Nope. Man, it's the shitty toupee Dean Ray. That sucks. Let me see. There we go, baby! Classic Dean! Hell yeah. Right now, all this is being obscured by this thing right here. And it kind of looks like an alien at that angle, but it's proportionate, I swear. And over here on the side, we just have some more Buffy stuff boxed. And above that, we got some Red Elvis's posters from when we went to the show to see them. That was a video that Goontick was supposed to put up and he never did. Pretty cool. And we got an Elm Street sign there. Little Alien. This thing's supposed to light up, this 3D poster of Alien, but yeah, I'm not gonna put batteries in that. Evil Dead, TCM. Well, there's this is another prize thing here, this poster, because Guntik bought it for me at a book fair. You know, the school book fairs? You know how that is, man. You get money to go to a school book fair, you want shit for yourself, but he went and bought me this poster. It's just rad. I remember not long after I put it up, it used to be in another room where I used to have tons of other stuff, but I don't anymore. So that sucks. But anyway, when I put it up over there, a fucking hole ended up on it, and I got pissed off, man. But I still have it. And the hole, you can't really tell. I mean, especially now that it's kind of halfway buried. But here we got Annabelle figure. This fucking thing is possibly my favorite figure set. Possibly. Evil Ed and Ash. Evil Dead 2 set. Awesome. Love it. And there's Sean and Ed. Vinyl Idols. There's this Evil Dead tin from Anchor Bay. Down there, barely visible because of the reflection, is the Wolf from American Werewolf in London. This beautiful Pan's Labyrinth set. It's one of my first DVDs ever of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If not my first. Still have it. A little Texas Chainsaw Massacre tin. And then here we got the reboot, or I guess remake series I should say, I'm sorry. Figs from McFarlane. And then these were the Cinema of Fear figures from, I want to say NECA? Who made those? I forget. So there those guys are. Lighting ain't great over here, not gonna lie, but you get it. There's a Leatherface mask, Madball, some more Leatherface paraphernalia. This is Bill Moseley signed this Chop Top plate. Pretty cool. Toonie Terror. Boom, boom. Some comics. Below that, we have old Walter there. There's another one over here. These statues, that one and that one are Guntik's, but I have them here because he ran out of room. Boom. Beetlejuice Snake. Boom. True Blood. True Blood. And behind that we got a bunch of Dean Koontz hardcovers and a bunch of Anne Rice hardcovers. And finally we have my Clive Barker collection that has been moved over here where I did a video before and it was elsewhere. Now it is here. It's a little bit more in display mode. Right here in this case we have various pinheads, some Lamin configurations. Back there is the Anchor Bay tin of Hellraiser 1 and 2. We got a little Candyman action, a Chatterer 2 exclusive. Above that, VHS of Hellraiser 1 and 2, DVD of Lord of the Illusions, my favorite Barker flick. We've got a Channard set. We got this soundtrack set, a Madball. Got a little custom pinhead there. We got some Candyman pops. Deckard from Nightbreed. Got Candyman over here. Some Tortured Souls. Some DVDs back there. More pops. This is a Blu-ray set that came in this big laminate configuration. And then some books. Of which I have many, but I'm still missing a few. For example, this copy of In the Flesh. I have two because I accidentally got another copy of In the Flesh instead of the Inhuman Condition. So that's a thing I did. And some Barker flicks here. Not all of them, but obviously the important ones, the best ones. A little Tiki, some books on tape that Guntik found, pretty cool. Another Tortured Soul, and then we got the Hellraiser NECA figs. which are awesome. Have them all except for the 18-inchers, which I ended up selling, much to my regret. Down here, there's my other copy of In the Flesh that I said. Some more DVDs, a Pinhead NECA cloth figure. These are all comics related to Nightbreed, Saint Sinner, etc. All Clive Barker stuff. And then we got the coveted Cenobite Lair set. Love that. And then even more books down here. So, you know, a few soft covers, but mostly hard covers. You'll even see that there's doubles of a lot of them. Just a habit that I have with Barker. And a bunch of comic book stuff down here. Oh, and I guess there's a Boglin on the side here for some reason. Well, kids, that's the long and short of it. That's the collection as it currently stands. Tell me what you think about this stuff, guy. Is it crap? I mean, I know it is to a lot of people, but it's certainly not crap to me. Anyway,
I would love to sit here and chit-chat with you, but I gotta go. Oh, Tyrus, did you just fart?